Silence holds a power that very few people truly understand. Imagine a world that never stops shouting, where everything competes for your attention, where we're bombarded with notifications, opinions, and endless noise. In the middle of this chaos lies a healing force so profound it can completely transform your life. And it's hidden in the most unexpected place, the silence you often avoid. Carl Gustav Jung, one of the greatest psychologists of all time, discovered something revolutionary about the human psyche. He realized that when words fail, when pain is so deep we can't explain it, it's the unconscious that begins to work its healing magic. What if true healing doesn't come from the words you say, but from the silence you finally allow? Think about it. Maybe all the therapies, all the conversations, all the attempts to explain your pain haven't worked because you never learned the art of conscious silence. Jung showed that silence, when practiced with intention, can reach wounds so deep that no word could ever touch them. This isn't another surface-level technique. It's a journey into the depths of your soul, where real healing happens. A journey that begins when you stop trying to explain your pain and start listening to it. Have you ever felt a kind of pain that words could never capture? We all carry wounds that resist explanation. Trauma often loses its real weight when we try to put it into language. The human vocabulary just feels too small for the vastness of what we feel. And the more we try to explain, the more frustrated we become. Friends, partners, even therapists may not truly understand, and that deepens the sense of isolation. Sometimes we give up trying and keep it all inside, hiding oceans of unspoken emotions behind a simple smile. We try techniques, meditations, self-help books, affirmations, but the pain stays, buried under all the attempts. And we wonder, is there healing for what cannot be spoken? Jung discovered the answer, yes. But healing doesn't come from more words. It comes from silence. Active silence, listening to the unconscious. This isn't the silence of suppression where you push your feelings down. It's a deeper silence, one of conscious listening, where you let your unconscious speak in its own language of images, sensations, and symbols. Parts of our psyche have never learned human language. They speak in dreams, emotions, and bodily sensations. Forcing them into words is like asking a wild animal to perform tricks. It's unnatural and ineffective. Jung called this practice active silence. It's not passive quiet where your mind keeps spinning with thoughts. It's a state of alert presence, calm, receptive, and open. At first, you may notice how restless your mind is. Thoughts of the past, worries about the future. That's normal. Don't fight the thoughts. Just watch them pass like clouds in the sky. Between them, small spaces of real silence will appear, and it's in these spaces that the magic happens. In silence, the first thing that often surfaces is what Jung called the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny, repress, or reject. This can be uncomfortable: anger, grief, unfulfilled desires, old fears. But here's the paradox. Healing comes not by running away from the shadow, but by meeting it in silence. Simply witnessing these hidden parts without judgment allows them to transform. Energy once trapped in suppression is freed for new growth. This is the inner alchemy of silence. What once appeared as anger may reveal itself as a call for boundaries. What once felt like fear may transform into courage. Silence lets the unconscious speak its truth, and in that truth lies healing. Jung believed the ultimate path of healing is individuation, becoming fully yourself. Not the version society expects, not the mask you wear to please others, but your authentic, unique self. Most suffering comes from losing touch with who we really are. We play roles, suppress gifts, follow expectations, and end up feeling empty inside. Silence cuts through this noise. It allows us to hear the quiet but persistent voice of the soul. In silence, you can ask, if no one were watching, If there were no applause or criticism, what would I still choose to do with my life? Silence also transforms how we connect with others. Much of relationship pain comes from projection, when we unconsciously throw our rejected parts onto other people. Active silence reduces these projections. It helps us see others more clearly without our own filters. And silence doesn't have to be solitary. Shared silence, two people simply sitting together, present without words, can create a deeper bond than hours of conversation. Couples who practice this often report profound shifts, fewer misunderstandings, more intimacy, and a sense of truly seeing each other beyond roles or defenses. But perhaps the greatest gift of silence lies beyond healing, beyond relationships, beyond the personal story. In silence, we encounter what Jung called the self, the deeper organizing center of the psyche. This self is larger than the ego. It is the point where the individual meets the universal, where we touch something greater than ourselves. In those moments, peace, clarity, and wholeness arise, not as abstract concepts, but as direct experience. And once you touch that space, your relationship with life changes forever. Problems don't disappear, but they lose their power to control you. You begin to live with a sense of meaning, presence, and freedom that words could never give. Silence is not your enemy. It is a portal to your deepest healing and transformation. It holds the wisdom your unconscious has always been trying to share, and it patiently waits for you, ready to reveal its treasures the moment you choose to listen. The healing you've been searching for is already within you, hidden in the sacred silence of your soul.